Well, hello to you all. Now you do have to remember that I do 2 times a month. I have my wonderful story time with Miss Tasha, but I always come in the first Tuesday of every month to tape it. And you know what today is, guys? Today is April 1st. So it's going to be a little different beginning. First of all, remember, I love black. Black's my favorite color. And I just love to eat sun-made raisins. Those are just so, and you know what? Sun-made raisins has been around since 1912. And then, sometimes Miss Tasha can have such a soft, quiet, calm voice. That's what it is. Are you ready? April Fools! Heck, I don't love black. I love my purple. Okay? Do I love sun-made raisins? No way. My dad was a sun-made raisin grower my junior year of high school. My mother and I had to hand pick over 21 tons of raisins and picked out the moldy ones. Do I like sun-made raisins? No. But I do love...
I love chocolate.
And then, of course, I just love my voice because my voice is very unique. Okay, here we go. Well, what I'm going to do today is I am going to read a variety of books about National Zoo Day. That's on the 8th. I just did the April Fool's joke on you for April 1st. National Poem in the Pocket Day is on the 18th. Earth Day is on the 22nd. And World Penguin Day is on the 25th. So, my first book today is My Trip to the Zoo, since National Zoo Day, Lover Day, is on the 8th. Are you ready? Oh, I gotta do my thing. Okay, it's written and illustrated by Mercer Mayer. Copyright is 2003. The publisher is McGraw-Hill Publisher. Okay, there we go. If I can get it open. I'm going to the zoo with my family. I want to see everything. I see monkeys, they climb trees. I see kangaroos, they hop up and down, up and down. And so he's hopping up and down. I see elephants, they take a bath, even with a bird on their head. I see seals, they dive in the water. Uh-oh, the seal got my dad. It's fun to watch. Oh, I see lions and they roar. Ooh, boy, does he roar. I see ice cream. I eat it up. Yum. All right, so here's the activity. All right, got to turn it to the next page. All right, here we go. Zoo animals. You're supposed to point to the animals that are in the story. Is a lion in the story? Yes. Is a fox? Nope. Is a seal? Yes. Is a kangaroo? Yes. Is an elephant? Yes. Is a moose? No. Is a monkey? Yes. Okay, now you have to see if you can do this, and I'll kind of help you. You have to point to, if you were here, you'd have to point to the pictures that have the same sound as the ooh, as in zoo. All right, what is this? This is a shoe. Even though it's S-H-O-E, it has the ooh sound like zoo. There's a door. Nah. There's a hat. Nope. There's a broom. Broom. Yes, broom has the zoo sound. There's a fish. Nope. There's a spoon. Ooh has the same ooh sound. Spoon. Now, nope. Not a, what is it called? A spinner? No, my mind's a blank. There's a moon. Moon has an ooh sound. Tooth has an ooh sound. Earth doesn't. That's a top. Takes Mrs. Tasha a while. Okay. My next one is Poems When We Were Young, because it says National Poem Day is on the 18th. It's by A.A. Milne, pictures by Rosemary Wells, copyrights 2021, and the publisher is W.W. Norton and Company Limited. Well, I have done this one before because I have all these lovely little marks. but I'm only going to do one today. And it's one that I remember when I was young, because my mother taught me this one. Halfway down. Halfway down the stairs is a stair where I sit. There isn't any other stair quite like it. I'm not at the bottom, I'm not at the top. So this is the stair where I always stop. Halfway up the stairs isn't up, and it isn't down. It isn't in the nursery, and it isn't in the town. Oh, I know. See, look, he's eating ice cream. And all sorts of funny thoughts run around my head. It isn't really anywhere. It's somewhere else instead. So isn't that a cute one? Yes. All right, my next one. Oh, this is really neat. This is the best book. I think every child should have this book because it really makes them think about being on Earth and where we live, okay? It is I Am Earth by Rebecca and James McDonald. Copyright is 2016. The publisher is firsthouseoflore.com, okay? And it says, all living creatures that call planet Earth home, every day is Earth Day. All right, here we go. I better put you down. I am Earth. You live on me. On the inside, I'm very hot. On the outside, I'm the perfect temperature for life. I travel around the sun and I keep you warm. I love the picture of the sun. As I spin, day turns to night and night turns to day. When I tilt away from the sun, it becomes fall and winter. Brr, look at all the snow and everything. But when I tilt toward the sun, it becomes spring and summer. And spring started last week. I love the flowers. The sun is so big that it holds me and 7 other planets in space with its gravity. That means it, so they don't shoot off into space. They keep going around the sun. In fact, here they are. Together with moons, comets, asteroids, and other space objects, we make a solar system. Just like the sun, I have gravity. My gravity keeps the moon circling around me and holds you to the ground. Gravity keeps the air you breathe and the water you drink from drifting into space. Without gravity, things would just float away. When you see me from space, I look blue, green, brown, and white. Okay, here we go. Blue is the water that covers me, and it covers about 3/4 of the earth. The green and brown are the land on where you live on. And the white is from clouds and snow. Clouds drop water on the land below, and when it gets cold, the clouds drop snowflakes, dusting everything white. Rain and snow fill up the lakes and rivers, giving all living things water to drink. Even the food you eat is grown in my rich brown soil. I'm very unique, just like you. I have all the right things to keep you healthy and safe, like clean air, water, and food. I'm not too hot and not too cold, and I hold you close so you won't float away. But you have to help me by keeping me healthy and clean. And this is where it's very important, and I don't care if you are 2 years old. You can do this. Everybody needs to do this, or we're going to be in big trouble. Because if I get sick, the air gets sick, and the water gets sick, and the ground gets sick, and that's not good for anyone. Right now, I'm the only planet that you can live on. If we work together, we can keep me the best place to live. All right, so here are some of the things you can do to help the earth be the best it can be. Recycle. Find out what can be recycled and start recycling. Most common is cans and bottles. Don't litter. Put garbage in garbage cans. I'm talking to the school-age kids here. Don't litter your school. I know they have lots of garbage cans around schools because I was a teacher for 34 years and there were lots of garbage cans. Don't drop it on the ground. Just walk over and put it in the garbage can. Reuse. Use things more than once if you can, like paper bags and glass jars. Save energy. Turn off the lights when you don't need them, okay? Don't waste water. Even though there's lots of water on the earth, there's only a small amount that we can actually drink, so let's not waste it. Can you think of other ways to help Earth stay a happy, healthy home? And remember to tell all of your family and friends so they can help too. Isn't that cute? I am Earth and everything, and we have I am the solar system, I'm the moon, I'm the sun. There's all these books by this wonderful people. It says, remember, for all living creatures that call planet Earth home, every day is Earth Day because we live here. Okay? Good. All right. Next one is Penguin Day. World Penguin Day is on the 25th. So I'm going to read two Of course, did Miss Tasha remember her penguin hat? Nope. Sorry, Miss Tasha has a lot on her mind right now, and so it's kind of hard. Here we go. Penguin colors. Whoa! What color? Red. Hey there, not so fast. Bright red sleds go. Woo. Can I do it? It's not whizzing past very fast. There it goes. Boy, that's not very fast, but anyway. This is an old book. Who's the first to finish the finish line? Those orange skis are oh so fine. Okay, let's see if this one's any better. Yes! Finish line. Yes, this one was better than the other one. Oh, what color? Yellow. Zoom, zoom. Penguin racers at the wheel. There's a yellow snowmobile. And what's he doing up here? Oh, he's catching a purple fish. He's catching a purple fish. I know. All right. Whoa. Swirl, swirl, graceful twirl, green skates all in a whirl. Wow, look at them. They're going everywhere. Whoa. On this side, dive into the deep blue sea. Splish, splash. See, there he is down there. You can see him. And then over here, purple. Oh my gosh. They even are getting into the purple one. Oh, wow. It looks like a, oh, what are they doing? I don't know. But there goes the fish. All right, so sail away in a balloon. All right, what were the colors? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I know. Color penguins, come back soon. Okay, my last book for this first group of readings is hysterical. It's Penguin and the Cupcake. It's by Smart Link Illustrations by Francisca Diaz, copyright 2010, Smart Link Books, LLC. No, wait a minute. That was the penguin colors. Now here it is. Penguin and the Cupcake. It's totally made up by Ashley Spires. It's illustrated too, and it's copyrights 2008 by Simply Read Books. All right, here we go. I love this one. This is an absolutely hysterical story. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Hi, I'm a penguin. I know what you're thinking. What's a penguin doing in a book with a walrus and a polar bear? Everyone knows that penguins live way down south in Antarctica, and the walruses and polar bears live way up north in the Arctic. So how did we end up in a book together? Well, let me tell you. It all started one day when my buddies and I were hanging out at the fish hole. Now, I'm not one to complain, but for the last 1,473 days, I've eaten fish. Sure, I get in to toss some krill sometimes, and maybe a squid now and then for flavor, but there are some foods you can't find in the sea. For instance, cupcakes! And it says, note, many species of fish are endangered because humans are overfishing the oceans. Penguins are having a hard time finding food, which is another reason that Penguin was so eager to find something else to eat, though looking for a cupcake was probably not the healthiest choice. Okay. Well, my pal told me that his sister's friend's cousin is living the good life eating cupcakes in this place called the Northern Hemisphere. So I decided to head north to find some cupcakes. When I was all packed up and ready to go, I spread my wings and took to the sky. Stop right there. Is it our turn yet? No. Go away. But penguins can't fly, says the polar bear. You can tell the story, but only if you tell it correctly. Now tell the truth or we will take over. Fine. It's not our turn yet. That poor purple walrus wants their turn. As I was saying, I took to the sky. That means he went in a plane. It was a long and difficult journey. A lesser penguin would have not made it. But I knew I would soon arrive to a new land of possibilities, opportunities. Like lots and lots and lots of cupcakes. And snow! It couldn't be. I had traveled so far just to visit more snow. Nevertheless, I was still determined to find the fabled cupcakes. I set out in search of my sugary goal. Soon I came across a very purple local. That's the walrus. Hello, I'm Penguin. Do you know where I can find some cupcakes? Oh, no, I don't eat cupcakes. All that sugar goes straight to my third chin. I'm on a strict kelp diet. No, walruses don't eat kelp. They eat mostly bivalve mollusks, a fancy word for clams and mussels. Unfortunately, this walrus has self-esteem issues. She was trying to meet an unrealistic physical ideal. All she really needed to do was just love herself. I said goodbye to the walrus and I set off again, and it wasn't long before I met another local. Hi there. Note, this is one of the few large patches of ice left where the polar bear can chill. The Arctic ice cap is melting because, among other things, penguin and too many people fly in air-polluting planes. Hello, I'm Penguin. Hello, I'm Polar Bear. I'm searching for cupcakes. Can you help me? Sorry, I don't eat cupcakes. I'm more into blueberry things like seals and beluga whales, and sometimes I even eat birds. Hey, aren't you a bird? I'm a pretty calm guy, but Danger is my middle name, so don't get the wrong idea about me when you see what happens next. And he runs away. I wish I was beat. The stories of cupcakes were clearly exaggerated. With a heavy heart, I decided to take a plane home. Because penguins can't fly. They know that already. And just because I can't fly doesn't mean I can't swim the pants off both of you. We don't wear pants, said the walrus. Oh, just please go away. But all was not lost. Suddenly there was a heavenly voice beside me. My dear, you look so sad. Here, take one of these. Behold, an angel in pearls handed me a pink ice pop cupcake. I opened my beak and I gobbled the whole cupcake down. I hardly got icing on my feathers. It was pure bliss. The kind lady could tell I was itching for more. Would you like the whole box, dear? Thank you. Well, I returned triumphantly to my home and my friends, and while we shared the cupcakes, I told them of the walrus, the polar bear, and the kind lady. We were almost finished when something fell out of the sky. Pizza box. Pizza! The end. That's it. We only had a few lines. After all this talk of food, I need a snack. Fine with me. I'm sick of this book. I hope they remember to pay me in kelp, says the walrus. Okay, now I have one little extra thing. Well, I have more than one little extra thing. How much do you know about the natural world? How much of a glacier ice in Antarctica is estimated to be penguin urine? None. Penguin's urine doesn't freeze. 3%, 10%, or 25%. Believe it or not, 3% of of the snow in the Antarctic is penguin urine. Just thought I'd throw that out. Okay, now there are some other dates that are kind of interesting here in April. So I'm just going to kind of, even though I didn't read about them, I'm going to tell you. April 3rd, which is on Thursday, it's National Burrito Day. April 5th is National Handmade Day. April 8th is the Zoo Lovers Day. April 9th is, no, girls are going to love this, it's National Unicorn Day. April 12th is National Grilled Cheese Day. My husband loves grilled cheese sandwiches. Number 13, April 13th is National Scrabble Day. Of course, the 18th is the Poem in Your Pocket Day. And of course, April 20th is Easter Sunday. Well, just to let you know, there's one very interesting one too. It's the first Saturday in April, which you will be seeing this on YouTube or on Facebook on Saturday. It is International Pillow Fight Day. So here's my challenge. I want you to have a good pillow fight with everybody in your family. Just have a great time and do that. Okay, that's it. I will be back with Easter. Bye.